What up, Gripsters and random YouTubers? Evan here for Grips.com, continuing with Project Get Me Stackin. Today's question is all about how to have more fun and stay more motivated while playing tournaments. Let's get into the question. Steve asks, "Hey Evan, I'm making deep runs but keep coming up short. It's really disheartening to get almost there just to get bad beat. I keep getting deep, but I keep getting tired and being unable to play my best at the late stages. I'm losing motivation to keep playing these tournaments. Please help." It's tough out there, man. It's tough out there in the war zone. You against 100 people, you against 1,000 people. You're there for like 10 hours a day, multiple days in a row. That'd wear on anybody. And I'm one of those people that it's worn on in the past. So I can relate to your situation. And for me, the struggle came with the fact that I pretty much felt like I was on my own, that I didn't have a support squad. And what's really helped me along my journey is bringing other people into the picture to share in my experience and help give me that extra push to make it through the last stages of the game. So when I first started playing poker, I had one study buddy who's an awesome friend of mine, absolutely love the guy, and we'd go play sessions together and we'd go play tournaments together and we'd talk on the break and we'd keep each other pumped up and we'd talk about hands. But the problem arose if one of us was doing really poorly or one of us was really tilting, that when we'd have those break conversations, it would typically rub off on the other guy and bring him down a little bit. It was very subtle, but the energy was there. So I'm like, all right, I gotta change this. I gotta do better. I'm gonna get more poker friends, and I'm gonna have better players to talk to, and that's gonna solve my problem. And I found that honestly, while I had more people to get opinions from, overall it just made the problem worse, because now there was a better chance that someone in the group was going to be having a rough go and might have a little bitterness that the other people, that one guy was running really hot. You know, there might be that bitterness, there might be that jealousy, there might be that whatever. And again, the negative energy would bring me down, because you know, I'm someone who's very sensitive to emotions, and I don't think I'm the only poker player who is that way. So I said, okay, again, there's got to be a better way. What should I do? And then I started just connecting with people who had nothing to do with poker. You know, I'd start talking to my family on the breaks. I'd start talking to my friends at home on the breaks who knew nothing, you know, just checking in, seeing how they're doing, letting them know I'm playing a tournament. They'd be like, "Hey man, good luck. I hope you do really well. Keep me updated." And I said, all right, well, what's the best way to keep them updated? I said, all right, I'm going to post on social media. So I started posting on Twitter and I started posting on Facebook, and lo and behold, people started liking my posts, people started wishing me good luck. And it wasn't just my poker friends, you know, there were the poker friends, there were the poker fans, and there were people who knew absolutely nothing about poker who were just excited to be part of something, who were excited to root me on. It's human nature to love to be a part of something bigger than ourselves, and it's human nature to want to be associated with winners. So when people see someone who's out there really going for it, really going after something, they want to jump on and support that. And that's where, you know, putting yourself out there and sharing your experience on social media can really open the door to bringing in a huge army, a huge team of supporters who are going to help carry you to the finish line. And in my experience, there are 4 really good platforms for social media when it comes to poker. The first one is Facebook, which is absolutely fantastic because you can post whatever you want and then people can comment and you can get a discussion going where you can start the sweat and then you can interact throughout the day and kind of check in and reply to comments and give updates on that. So Facebook's really great. Also, I think it's got the most users of any social media platform out there. Everyone seems to be on it. The second one, which was really big in poker for a long time, and I think is still pretty popular with poker players, is Twitter. Yeah, you can't write as much detail, but it's a really quick way to give people updates. When I first started posting, I just post my chip stacks on Twitter with the number and a picture. The one thing I want to invite you to do when posting on Twitter, though, is tag the people that you want to see it. Just because you're posting on Twitter doesn't mean everyone's checking your Twitter feed, but if you tag the names of the people you want to see it, myself included, we will see it in our news feed and we'll know that you're, you know, going for it, making a run, and be able to support you along the way. Third platform, which is also super fantastic, is Instagram. It's even easier to upload your pictures, and you can write longer descriptions than you can on Facebook, so you can include a bit more detail. But once again, make sure you tag the people who you want to see it. And finally, there is the fourth platform, which I've seen a lot of people using really well, which is Snapchat. Now, me personally, I'm new to this platform. I haven't used it very much, but I've seen guys like Griffin Benger, Parker Talbot, and my buddy Rory, I think his name is It's Rory1 on Snapchat, and their updates are absolutely fantastic. You know, they keep you updated with what's going on, and they add little graphics and stuff, which makes it more fun, which is what we're seeking. We're trying to make the experience more enjoyable, bring more fun to the game, so people will want to be a part of what we're doing, because it's exciting, it's enjoyable, it's something cool that's happening. Now, some words of caution when getting into this whole sharing on social media thing, from my own experience. Don't get too caught up in the posting. I used to think that, you know, I had to have the perfect tweet and I had to get the exact right words and use all my characters. And I found that I was putting more effort into my tweets than I was into my poker game. I also found that when I was trying to update too much, it was keeping me from the game, because I'd constantly be in my phone, be like, this happened, and these were the cards, and these were the hands, and I can't believe it. And the most important thing is playing good poker, is being focused on the game. The updates that you post are just a bonus. If you're not present with the game, you're not gonna be able to give a good sweat anyway. So make sure that the poker is the primary focus, and the updates are an additional bonus that you have. So keep it simple with your posts. For those of you guys who have been following me for a long time, you know that when I first started posting my updates about the World Series of Poker, I just put a number and a chip stack, and that was it, because I wanted to be fully focused on the cards. And you saw that in the Falls View Classic last year, I was adding a bit more fun to it. I was adding some freestyle rhymes and some catchy things there, because I was really in the flow. But it was natural for me. And you should do whatever's natural for you. If you're having some creative things that you want to share, some witty words, by all means throw it in there. But don't feel that every post you make, every tweet you share has to be on that same level, or the times where you're not in the flow state, you'll be like, oh man, like what's the perfect word? And you'll be wasting that decision-making power trying to figure out the best message to share, as opposed to using that decision-making power to make the best decision you can on the table. Likewise, I would really caution against trying to update too frequently. You don't need to post every single thing that happens to you throughout the tournament. As long as you're giving people an update here and there, that's going to be enough to keep them satisfied. I found in the past when I was trying to update too much, again, it was keeping me out of the game. And the other problem was I would want to always share good stuff that was happening, so I would actually start forcing the action to try to make something good happen, just so I could share and be like, guys, look at this great thing I did. And the truth is, people don't care that much about the great things you did in and out of the session. They care about the final result, and they just want to be along for the ride. As long as you're playing your best, even if it's not an exciting style, people will still be happy to sweat, because they'll see those chip stacks growing every single time you post on your breaks. And for me, I made a general rule that I just post one tweet, one Facebook, one Instagram per break, so that people can be updated as to what I'm doing, but when the cards are in the air, I am fully focused on the action. That way, I give the game my full attention when it's time for that, and I give my supporters the full attention when I have that 20-minute break to share it with them. Now, I really encourage you to do this process. It's a total game changer. It will totally transform your experience of playing live poker, and I promise you, you are going to enjoy live poker so much more when you have other people in your corner along for the ride. And even if you only start out with 1 or 2 people, that's not a big deal. It's not a contest of how many likes and favorites can I get. It's just the idea of, you know, I want to share what I'm doing with the people I care about and with the people who care about what I'm doing. And trust me, the amount of likes you have does not matter. All it takes is 1 or 2 really good cheerleaders to make all the difference. That'll give you that extra push to stay on your A game all the way to the finish line. If you want to know an example, just ask Christian Harder, who recently shipped the PokerStars Championship in the Bahamas. And he posted saying, thank you so much for all the support, guys. The support on social media has been unbelievable. And it's not the first time I've seen that. In fact, most of the time that I see a player win a big tournament who has a following, they always say, Thank you so much for the support on social media. It's been incredible because those little well wishes, those little good lucks, you can do it, you got this, let's go, they make all the difference. When your mind is getting filled with positive thoughts, you believe positive things can happen, as opposed to when you're listening to bad beat stories and you're getting filled with negative thoughts, you are then going to expect bad things to happen. So again, it doesn't matter how many people are supporting you. It doesn't matter how often you're posting. As long as you have that engagement going on and people know what you're up to, that's enough to get them in your corner and get you feeling like you really have a team behind you. So whatever your platform is, next time you're going to play a session, be it a cash game or a tournament, give it a try. Make some posts on Twitter, make some posts on Instagram, send some snaps on Snapchat, or make a post on Facebook. And whatever you do, please remember to tag me. I'm at Grips Poker on Twitter, I'm at Gripsed on Instagram, I'm Gripsed on Snapchat, and I am Evan Jarvis on Facebook. Please tag me in your posts so that I can see what's going on in your poker life. You know, because I'll be honest with you, chip porn, trophies, leaderboards, cash outs, that stuff, like, it kind of turns me on. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. So if you want to, hook up your boy E, just post those things on your social media, tag me in them so I can see them, so that I can be motivated to continue giving you this content to help you take your game to the next level, because I'll be seeing, wow, it's really working. It's really getting people results. And last year when I had my big run at the Fallsview Poker Classic, one of the things that really helped was I was seeing Ben Heath was making a very good run in the high roller at the same time, and it motivated me to play my best so that I could get a result similar to his. There is nothing that makes me happier than hearing about my students' successes and learning about the lessons that they have learned on the felt. So please, don't be shy, don't feel like you're blowing up my feed or inconveniencing me. Share what's going on with you so that I can learn from your experience and know that my efforts are well received. Thank you in advance. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it insightful and informative. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, check out my other playlists of Project Get Me Stackin. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can be notified every time a new video goes live. When you're done with that, you know what to do. Take what you learned, go out there, and get stacking.